Set piece FC. I don't care. It was a red card. I don't care. 0.66 XG from open play. I don't care. The most boring Premier League champions of all time. Newsflash, I don't fucking care. And neither should you, Gooners, because we're on the cusp of something massive. We're on the cusp of our first Premier League title in 22 seasons. City have to go to Bournemouth and get a win. And guess what? Everyone's talking about, oh, Arsenal getting away with a decision, getting away with a red card. That was a red card. Yeah, it was. I don't care. Go cry some more. Because we know the state of refereeing's been shocking the whole season. Not just for Arsenal games, the whole season. So let's not try and build up some narrative here now, like that little rat Bernardo Silva's doing over at City. Oh, no, we're in transition. Yeah, $500 million spent, mate. Meanwhile, you're getting protected more than anyone else by referees. So let's not get anything twisted. VAR didn't want to intervene. And even if they had sent Kai Havertz off, Burnley don't get nothing from that game. Burnley are garbage. That's why they got relegated a month ago. They're rubbish. They were absolute rubbish. You XG merchants, 0.2 expected goals, 0 shots on target. Whether Kai Havertz stays on the pitch or not, Burnley could have been there for 3 days and not scored a single goal. Arsenal were always going to win that game 1-0. Now, I get it. I get it, Arsenal fans, and I get it in general. It was nervy. But every game at this time of season is going to be nervy because guess what? We need to get it over the line. And that's exactly what we're doing, guys. You take that win, play it in any other part of the season, play it at the start of the season, the middle of the season. It is seen as a routine 1-0 win. Arsenal scored and then shut up shop. Burnley didn't stand a chance. Our last 4 games in the Premier League, 1-0, 3-0, 1-0, 1-0. Tell me that is not the mark of champions. We hear it all the time. You've got to get these games over the line, keep clean sheets towards the end. You've just got to grind out wins. Well, 1-0, 3-0, 1-0, 1-0. What is that? The most exciting thing for Burnley yesterday was Nketiah losing his shorts. That was the most exciting thing that happened for them. Because guess what? We shut them out. We made it boring because we didn't give them a sniff. We didn't give them a chance. And now, as I record this evening, City have to travel to Bournemouth, who haven't lost since the 5th of Jan. You tell me the pressure isn't on City. When they went to Everton, they imploded in 13 minutes. I'm not going to say it's going to happen again. But Bournemouth have got plenty to fight for. And Bournemouth can stick it on teams. Trust me, we know. We as Gooners know that for a fact. So let's see if they do it. Guys, by the way, I'm going to quickly analyse the game. If you haven't given it a quick like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, please do so now. It really helps the channel out. As you know, I am a new channel, growing and trying to get my message out there. Now, the game last night. First half, good first half. I'd say we grew into it, and by the end of it, we were pretty much flying. We deserved to go in the break 1-0 up. I like the link-up play between Odegaard, Saka, Kai Havertz. That right-hand side, I thought Mosquera did well. Obviously, you know you're missing a bit with Ben White going forward in terms of offensively, but I thought defensively he was sound. I like the fact that Arteta picked, Rice at the base and played Eze and Odegaard. I think, for the first half, yeah, it did work. I think we were pretty good in the first half. The thought process then is you're thinking, well, we'll kick on in the second, we'll kick on the second half, get a second goal early on, and then we can relax. It wasn't to be, it wasn't the case, and it was a very, very different cagey second half. Cagey, I say in inverted commas, because like I say, whilst we might not have been at our free-flowing best, Burnley didn't create anything. We didn't give them a chance to create anything. But I thought the first half was good. Penalty or no penalty on Saka, look, I think it was, but I'm not fussed either way. It wasn't given. And I think Saka was good. And, Kai Havertz getting the nod up top. I would have a slight disagreement with that. We've got 2 games to go this season. I'm hoping the Palace game will be a dead rubber. We'll see. Let's say it's not a dead rubber. We've got a Premier League final and a Champions League final, right? Let's not get it twisted. I don't want to keep chopping and changing. I prefer Gyokeres up top. He's a better forward than Kai Havertz. I get Kai Havertz link-up play with Saka is great, and Odegaard as well. They have an understanding. But, Saka is finding it in Gyokeres. He found him at Fulham, right? There is a bit of link-up play between both of them going both ways, because then Gyokeres finds Saka for his goal against Fulham. So let's not get it twisted. Gyokeres makes intelligent runs. If we're going to look to find him, which we have done more recently, then we know it can stick, and we know he can make threatening runs into the channel, and we know we can create chances for him, and we know he's going to put them away. Don't tell me he's not going to put them away, because he's scored over 20 goals this season, right? So the boy knows where the net is. That's a fact. It's not like Darwin Núñez. We provide him 100 chances for him to score 1 goal. Núñez, he is not. So for me, the only thing I would say is let's not chop and change up top. Let's keep Gyokeres there now for the next 2 games. I think Kai Havertz had a pretty poor game, if I'm being honest, outside of the goal. I think he wasn't, and rightly so, not completely sharp, not completely with it. Notwithstanding, a nice little bit of link-up play with Saka and Odegaard, I don't think he was as sharp, but who cares? He got the goal. And he got us the 3 points, and that's the big thing. But I want to be playing Gyokeres, and you can play Rice at the base, you can play Eza, and you can play Odegaard. You can't do that against Palace if the game is live, and you definitely can't do that at PSG. And obviously, I don't think he will do that. I actually think MLS comes back in, and MLS and Rice, I think, work well, and MLS looks to play the ball forward. And actually, Odegaard in that second half, whilst we had control, a lot of times he was going backwards or sideways, whereas an MLS probably plays that ball forward, and maybe we actually create a bit more in that second half than we did. But who cares? We won the game, and that was the mission. Get the job done by any means how. Oh, you scored from another corner. Yeah, guess what? They all count. Cry some more, rivals. Cry me some more tears. Cry me a whole river. I couldn't care less. There's nothing you can throw at me to take the gloss off a win that puts us on the cusp of our first Premier League title in 22 seasons. Guys, let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree in the comment section below. I am here, and I'm going to be watching Bournemouth City, as I'm sure all Gooners will be watching with interest. Come on, Bournemouth. I'll see you all on the other side.